that at all. What? Like everybody makes my mama stuff come out. I hate it. All right, are you Kashma Thomas? And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
He will, Your Honor.
Judge, with the court's permission, I'm going to abandon 5, 6, and 7. It's my understanding that those cases have been dismissed.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Malfino. Mr. Thomas, in cause number 23, DCCR 0935, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. It shows that you were placed on probation October 17th of 2023 for the offense of evading arrest or detention with a previous conviction. That was a 2-year state jail felony term that was probated for 5 years. Is that correct? And wait, was there a first amended? Hold on. What am I? Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. First amended. Here we go. Give me a second. I know, I feel like it's cold in here. We're all sniffling. Okay. It's a first amended motion to revoke the community supervision. It alleges in count 1 that you violated your probation by failing to report to the probation office as directed May 22nd, June 26th, July 17th of 2024. And is that true or not true?
True.
Count 2 alleges that you provided a urine sample March 18th of 2024 that tested positive for tetrahydrocannabinol. And is that true or not true?
True.
Count 3 alleges that you failed to pay your court-assessed fees as directed, and as of July 17th, 2024, you were behind $820. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 4 alleges that you were arrested for the offense of evading arrest or detention with a vehicle February 5th of 2025 in County, Houston. Is it Harris County?
Houston.
Is it Houston County? Okay, so not Harris, it's Houston County. Is that true or not true?
True.
And then the state abandons 5, 6, and 7. Count 8 alleges that you failed to remain in Jefferson County as directed and that you were in Houston County February 5th of 2025 without permission. Is that true or not true?
True.
And then count 9 alleges that you possessed a drug, marijuana, on February 5th of 2025 in Houston County, Texas. Is that true or not true? Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9 freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objections.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Thomas is not competent?
There you are.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of true to counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation, and at this time, revoke your probation. Reassess your punishment in accordance with your agreement to a term of 15 months in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I have handed you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you have waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. I went over that with you when you entered your plea at the first hearing because you were convicted, but I do want to make sure you read it and understand that because you are convicted of that offense, you're not eligible to possess a firearm in Texas, okay? All right, you're free to go. Back with the bailiff. Thank you, sir. See, Mr. Rojas, you have Ryan Briones. It's a sentencing. Good morning, you're Ryan Briones. And Mr. Briones was previously in court, entered pleas of guilty in cause numbers 25 DCCR 1106 and 1108 to the first degree felony offenses of aggravated robbery. The agreements were for 10-year deferred probation and $500 fine, and each have received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
We have, I have, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Not from the defense. No, Your Honor.
So, obviously, Mr. Briones, this gives me a lot of concern based on the nature of these offenses. Another thing that I make notes in your pre-sentence report, and one of the things that I have found continuously happening in cases with young people your age, you're 18? Okay, so everybody says they're hanging out with the wrong crowd, right? But everybody can't be hanging out with the wrong crowd. You've become the wrong crowd, right? And so if I give you this opportunity today, then this is the best opportunity you will probably ever get in your lifetime, because you will be able to live your life, hopefully, in a very different way than you were on that night, and the way you were starting going down that road as a juvenile with stealing cars, right? Why didn't you finish school?
Because I kept getting $6 and everything.
Because you kept getting in trouble, right? So part of your probation is going to be that you get your GED, and you're going to get it soon, because that's hopefully you should want to get that because it's going to help you be more successful in life. But it's going to be a part of your probation. You understand?
I'm in the program already. It's just waiting on me to go.
Okay. And I know that ISF Cognitive was not a part of this plea agreement, but that is what's going to happen today as well, and I'll explain that more. I'm going to find, Mr. Briones, that you entered your pleas of guilty in each of your cases freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. In cause number 25 DCCR 1106, follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And I'm going to go over some of those in just a minute. And cause number 25.
If you're following real courtroom stories like this, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We cover the most intense hearings, real-life probation cases, and felony trials you won't see anywhere else.
Also find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but follow the agreement and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're also ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. One of those conditions in each of your cases is that you will enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. That is a 90-day program. That is, you'll go from jail to that program. And it is a program where you receive tools to help you make better decisions. You're young. You're going to have to be making very adult decisions if you're going to keep yourself out of prison, and that's going to help you do that. So what that means is if I give you that up front and those tools up front, and then you get out and you violate your probation, there's no coming back and saying, oh, I need a second chance. This is that chance. You understand? Also, a condition of your probation is that you have no contact with Deshaun Vital or Vital, however you say his name, the co-defendant. Obviously, you have no contact with the victims, Leandre Collins and Peyton Mahan. And you're not allowed to possess a firearm at all. Even though you're not convicted, you are not allowed to be in possession of a firearm. That means in the house you live in. So if you live in a home and other people have guns, they have to have them either locked down or out of the house. and probation can come check on that and make sure of it. And if you're caught where there's a place where there's guns, that's a violation of your probation. You can't be in a car with them. You can't have them anywhere. You understand? And so if you do everything that you're supposed to on this probation, again, this is an excellent opportunity because you don't have the felony convictions on your record. And you will be able to, at the end of the probation, if you're successful, have these cases dismissed. And you'll never be a convicted felon. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you're brought back in here, found guilty, so you're then a convicted felon, and I can sentence you to prison anywhere in the range of punishment, which is up to, I think, first or second.
It's a first year.
So it's up to the rest of your life. It's between 5 years minimum in prison, up to the rest of your life in prison. That's what's hanging over your head. So you have to grow up very quickly and make good decisions like everybody else that's not in prison, or else you'll end up there. You understand? I'm handing you the trial court certifications in each of your cases that shows that these were agreements that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal, and so you can go back with the bailiff. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Let's
Thank
see.
you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Burton, Bailey, Mr. Rojas.
In this video, Judge Raquel West handled two serious cases. First, Koshima Thomas faced probation revocation after multiple violations, failing to report to probation, testing positive for drugs, unpaid fees, evading arrest, and possession of marijuana. Judge West made it very clear, repeated violations will not be tolerated. Next, Ryan Vianas pleaded guilty to first-degree felony aggravated robbery. He was placed on 10 years of deferred probation under strict conditions, including completing a cognitive program and having no contact with co-defendants or victims. These cases highlight the real consequences of breaking the law and the level of accountability expected in Texas courts. If you want more real courtroom drama, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next.